Request for video of the underneath of the Mach-1. So here we are underneath the Mach-1. That's the 351 CJ Cobra Jet Cleveland engine. Here's the front suspension. This is the competition suspension, so you can see it's got the really big spring coils. It also has the optional front disc brakes, which you had to pay extra for in '72. Original cast iron manifolds. And there's the, I don't know if you can see it, but there's the aluminum timing chain cover, which will never rust because it's aluminum, and aluminum water pump. Wind aluminum water pump. Here's the AOD, which I converted it to AOD in order to get the overdrive. And as you can see, the bell housing bolt pattern is really the only thing that's the same. You have to change flywheel, and you have to do the lines, and you do the lines correctly. You want these crush fittings, not rubber hoses. Rubber hosings are not good. It is a 4R70W Planet set in it. And of course, we got dual exhaust, 2.5 inch with Flowmasters and a cross pipe. Better flow. The original Speedo cable does fit in here. If you use the correct tail housing, you can get the original. And there's the G-Force cross member. They're around $150 for the cross member alone, and you have to use an AOD mount. Your C6 mount will not work either. Okay, move on down. See the floor panels. Floor panels, and all the way to the edge, because the edge right here is where they usually have rust. A couple cobwebs there. You can tell I ain't been driving it. And I'm replacing the shocks right now. Putting these coilovers in here. They are canted shocks. And the 411 rear chunk. Still have the original 325 rear chunk. It came in there. Brand new gas tank. Because gas tanks are always rusted out on these. Nice chrome tips. And upgraded to the really big anti-sway bar. The original one was about the size of my pinky. And that's with the competition suspension, because without it, some of them had no anti-sway bar at all. That is the bottom of the big bad Mach-1 that everybody wanted to see. Oh, and the wishbone, people have asked me about this because they're usually beat up real bad here, and they run over things, beat it up, and push it back. Of course, you can see this one's perfect. And the power steering. This car had everything you could get in '72. It's the power steering pump. And the air conditioner's up top. On the firewall, because sometimes they have rust on the firewall, so you can see how nice this one is. And in here in the back of the wheel well, where they usually have rust, especially right down in here where things accumulate. And this piece right here will be rusted real bad on most of these vehicles. Here's the driver's side, same spot.